One of the most emotionally packed sections of the Handmaid's Tale finale begins with something as simple as clothes shopping, or, more accurately, donation hunting. Serena is at the Globe, picking through hand-me-downs for Noah, when she unexpectedly runs into June. And instead of tension, we get something much more subtle: closure. Serena congratulates June on her victory. June reminds her it couldn't have happened without Serena's help. In her usual offbeat, unsettling way, Serena says, "I guess I've helped Boston fall twice now," with a weird touch of pride. Classic Serena, somehow both self-aware and detached. Then comes a surprising moment of empathy. Serena offers her condolences for Nick's death. June plays it off, calling his life violent and dishonest. But Serena, who sees through this emotional armor, quietly says, "If he ever truly had a choice, he would have chosen you." It's one of those rare, sincere Serena moments, and it lands. Before long, Tuello enters with urgency. Serena and Noah need to leave immediately for a UN refugee camp. This isn't a conversation, it's an exit cue. As Serena and Noah prepare to board the bus, she realizes this might be the last time she ever sees June. And in that moment, something finally breaks open. Serena apologizes. Not vaguely. Not defensively. She lists her wrongs and says she's ashamed. And when June replies calmly with, "You should be," it lands like a thunderclap. But Serena doesn't retreat, she stands in it. "If words mean anything at all, I am sorry," she says through tears. And then, shockingly, June forgives her. Serena crumbles in gratitude. "Go in grace, Serena," June says. It's not just a goodbye. It's an unspoken peace treaty. Later, we see Serena and Noah in a shelter, barely welcomed, their lives now fitting into a single plastic bag. But despite everything, Serena is soft and grateful. She clutches Noah and tells him, "You're all I ever wanted. I'm so blessed." It's one of her most human scenes in the entire series. And if past behavior is any clue, she'll be running that shelter in a few weeks. Back outside, Tuello watches the exchange and quietly tells June her forgiveness was generous. Her response, "You have to start somewhere." And that line feels like a thesis for the finale. Then, something unexpected: June's old neighborhood has been reopened. As she explores it, she stops outside a dusty storefront window, and a familiar voice behind her says, "This used to be an ice cream place. They had the most amazing salted caramel." June turns. It's Emily. Yes, that Emily, long lost since her abrupt exit in Season 5. And the moment is electric. They hug through tears. Emily explains she was a Martha in Bridgeport, that she stayed in touch with Sylvia and Oliver, her family. "So you weren't just gone?" June asks. "Gone from their lives?" Emily answers with strength, "Of course not. They're the reason I'm fighting." Then, in a haunting scene, the two walk along a wall where dead guardians hang, a brutal reminder of the cost of resistance. June confesses her anger, her longing for a world that feels impossible. Emily shrugs and says, "We're both alive to see together. I'm thinking of adjusting my concept of the impossible." It's maybe the most hopeful line in the whole episode. Later that night, we get a fantasy sequence. June imagines a world where Gilead never happened. She and her friends, Janine, Moira, Rita, Alma, and Emily, are at a karaoke bar, singing Fleetwood Mac's Landslide, laughing and living freely. It's joyful. Painfully joyful. And then, in the real world, June throws her red handmaid's robe into a street bonfire. A nearby street light flickers on, a subtle sign that Luke and his team succeeded in taking Boston. But there's no time to celebrate. Soldier wakes June in the night. Tuello needs her. They meet near the Gilead border. Out of the trees, a pair of eyes throws someone into the road. It's Janine. June runs to her, crying, hugging her fiercely. But the emotional tsunami isn't over. Naomi Lawrence appears, with Charlotte, formerly known as Angela, Janine's daughter. Naomi gently reassures the little girl and gives her back to her real mother. Janine cradles Charlotte, overwhelmed. It's a moment of poetic justice and heartbreak, because yes, it's beautiful, but this child's reality is still shattered. Finally, Aunt Lydia emerges. She thanks June. June thanks her back. "Take care of our Janine, please, and Charlotte," she says. Lydia tries to say her usual line, "under his eye," but she's too close to tears to sell it. And then she walks away, back into Gilead, her part in the Testament's just beginning. This final act wasn't just about tying up plot threads. It was about healing, reckoning, and transformation, even for the most complicated characters like Serena, Lydia, and Emily. Forgiveness and survival aren't just themes here, they're choices. Let me know in the comments, what hit you hardest in this finale? And are you ready for what's next in the Testaments? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell. We've got more breakdowns coming your way.